Hey there, ADB024, Aaron here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my eyes yesterday were almost swollen shut, and it's all red around here. I got a outbreak of rash all over my body, and the other night my throat was swollen almost shut. It was hard to breathe. And this has happened all after, since I got back from, British controlled Canada there, where the head of the Commonwealth is the Queen of Britain. The Commander-in-Chief of Canada is the Queen of Britain. So I got back from that area, and MI6 Britain Secret Service was all over up there, and I met with some Russian contacts, some friends up there, and I come back and this is what I get. I feel like that Alexander Litvinenko from Britain there, that was the Russian spy who got poisoned with the nuclear waste, and his hair all fell out kind of like mine, and his body shriveled up into a little carcass. If you remember those pictures, I'm putting the links in the sidebar there. But and the British blamed it on some other Russian spies, KGB, some KGB, and one of them happened to be a guy who was running for mayor of Sochi, Russia, was hosting 2014 Winter Olympics. And it was when I was in Sochi there, and I was at this big party where the current mayor of Sochi was there, and so I looked it up who this guy was, and seen that this other guy was involved in a spy case that was running against him and had to drop out of the race. So Sochi is big on Russian politics. It matters a lot to Moscow, and I see that it was a hit by the British to rake some muck up on this guy running for mayor of Sochi. But anyhow, maybe I should get down to the real point. This isn't any poisoning from the MI6 or anything. What really happened is I worked here the past day or so, a couple days here, and I cut a bunch of brush to uncover this car, and there was poison oak that was like 3-inch in diameter, and it was pretty bad. But this is an old Ford Edsel, and it's winter, so the poison oak is dormant, and this is what it looks like when it's dormant, this vine. And even though it's still got some oils on it, so obviously it's still highly toxic, and it's kind of like a natural biological weapon. I never even actually touched it, and I got it all over my body because what I did was I burnt the poison oak, and the fumes got in the air, and that's what got the poison oak in my throat and all that. So that's pretty stupid. I should have stayed my distance away from that smoke, but I never really even touched the smoke. But you guys know what happens to spies, right? Just like this that guy in British there, they had to kill him, right, because he knew too much, right? So I made a mockery video while I was in Russia. I want you guys to check that out too. I'll put the link in the sidebar. I called it Obama has Ron Paul fan killed in Russia. It was just kind of some fun stuff I did in Russia there. Should check it out.